Welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie and welcome to your piano lesson for today. In my last two videos, we looked at the grand staff, the notes and the lines and spaces that make up that grand staff. Now that we have that information, I'd like to take us to our next topic, which is scales. Now, the first scale we're going to look at is called the C major scale. My trusty blackboard here. The first thing you need to know about any scale is that it's made up of 8 notes. It starts on one note, say in this case the C major scale, the C, and it's going to end on the C. Now that might sound a little confusing, but let me show you what I mean because it'll make more sense visually. So when we start on a scale, in this case C major, it is sort of the baseline. You know, there's nothing complicated about it. So we always start with that one as the most basic. Now the C major scale is going to start on middle C. And if you'd like a refresher course on these names and notes, then just check out the links in the description. I'll have the links to my previous videos, or I'll have one of those playlist things up here for you to click on. So we're going to start on middle C. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to the D, E, and now we have the middle C here. We've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes. Now if you remember from my previous video, this is also C. We have started on C and we are ending on C. And this right here, these 8 notes, are called a scale. And when we play this, what we're going to do is we're going to start with our thumb on middle C, because the treble is played with mostly the right hand. So your thumb is going to start here. And when we talk about fingering in piano, and that's what this is called, so when I'm talking about which fingers you're using, it's called fingering. You're going to start with your thumb or the first finger on C, your second finger or your pointer finger on D. I'm writing upside down, don't judge me. What am I saying? This is the internet. Never mind. Now on this E, you're going to use your third finger. Upside down little 3. Now from there, you're on your middle finger at this point. You have to continue up and you have to go 8 notes. So what we do in order to make that as simple as possible is we're going to take your middle fingers down, and because you're playing 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to take your thumb or your first finger and cross it under your middle finger to hit that next note, the F. So it's going to go back to 1, and then you're going to continue up to, oh dear, 2, 3, move it over here, 4, 5. And these little numbers here are what we call fingering. You're going to start on the first finger, your thumb, and you're going to end on the pinky finger, the 5th finger. So let's go over to the piano and see what that looks like. Now that I see those numbers again, it looks rather worse than I thought. We're going to ignore that. So, middle C, right here, again starting with the thumb. Middle C on the piano is right here. And generally you can remember that because the maker of the piano, their name is going to be hovering right over this middle section of the piano. So this is the C right here. And that corresponds right up here with that little R and the and symbol of Kohler and Campbell. Now, we're going to put our thumb on C right here. Notice how my hand is sort of curved and my wrist is straight. You're going to hold your hand essentially like you've got a ball or a computer mouse or something like that underneath it. And that's just considered good hand posture for the piano. And you need to develop good hand posture from the beginning, or it's going to be much harder to get correct hand posture later on. So we're going to start on the C, and we're going, now remember I said when we get to the third finger, we're going to cross under, just like that. So watch that again. See? And then your finger comes around. Now watch me go back down. We're going to cross that middle finger over to reverse the action to end on with your thumb on the C. So watch again. Okay, so I'm not perfect. Now I'm standing at the piano right now, but normally if you're going to play a scale, you need to be sitting. So let me just change the angle here. All right, little POV shot, sitting at the piano. Thumb on the C, middle C. Now from the side, that's going to look a little bit different. All right, so here's a side view of it. Again, starting on middle C right here. And there you have it. That is the C major scale and what it looks like on the piano. So if you have any questions, I'd love for you to comment them down below. I'll answer any questions I possibly can. If you're interested in checking out my other videos, they'll be linked down in the description. I'll also have them here on screen if you'd like to check them out. I'd love to see you in there. If you have liked this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like so I know that you've enjoyed this content, and I'll know to keep it going. If you'd like to continue learning piano with me, I have more videos on this channel. And I actually have a blog that started out as a blog, and I thought it would continue on with the piano visually with YouTube. So if you'd like to check out my blog, I'll have that also linked down below. I have a lot more articles on the blog than I do videos here on this channel. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, and I will see you in the next one.